Scorpios, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. You're happy Leo season, okay? And Leo season, not necessarily like your best moment, right? Because you know Leo is all about that fire, like intensity, which you also have in spades and loads. Like you understand it. It's just that whereas Leos tend to require you to pour it out outward, you are more used to like harnessing all that power inward and then transmuting it. But Leo season is going to say, okay, yeah, now transmute it for us, but bring it out into the light. Show us what you've got. Show up, show out. Okay. All right. Let's go into your reading for Leo season. Okay. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please visit the link in the description box below. All bookings are on my website. All right, baby. Let's jump into your message, shall we? Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, spirit guides, for this beautiful day. Thank you for the experience of life. Thank you for the experience of life. Thank you for the gift of life. We are so grateful to be alive, to be together, and to be in this moment, sharing this moment, sharing the magic of this moment. Please guide us. Please give us the words we need. Help us to receive the clarity and understanding we need to align with what's available for us in your season, what's coming up for us, okay? What's arriving for us. Give us the clarity, give us the grace, give us the guidance, give us the intellect, give us the integrity to really be able to show up and stand up and show us ourselves and shine our lights. Share. All right. My sweet Scorpio, let's jump into. Okay, let's not jump. Let's slowly approach your message. What's the overall message for my beautiful Scorpios? Okay, baby, I see you going home. Oh, Miss calling you. Are you eating the collarbone? Oh, Miss calling you. Okay, so baby, my beautiful Scorpios, in your season, you might find yourself drawing towards up. Two cards out of the deck. Your overall energy for Leo season. Can you see the way the yellow is just bright? Okay, so Leo season is asking you to show up like the sun, but you're showing up more for your inner child. Your focus for Leo season is on your inner child and on your family. Okay, so Leo season is going to bring up opportunities for you to address your traumatic wounds, your poor conditioning, some false beliefs, some limited beliefs, some fears, guilt, you know, past experiences that left you incapacitated. Okay, can you see this little baby girl? Can see she's walking forward, but if you look at her legs, pay close attention to her legs. Don't you notice like she's limping, and one leg is a prosthetic. On one leg she has a prosthetic, right? So but then she's still marching determinedly. She's still marching forward with so much determination, so much courage, so much, you know, commitment, because she realized that those dragons that you can see flying all over the castle, while they may look scary, while they are very big, while they are a lot bigger than a pound by pound, you know, even their wingspan alone, it's enough to make anyone afraid. But she's moving forward relentlessly, right? She's moving forward relentlessly with her sword charged to fight them off, because the castle is of more importance than the fear of the dragons. Do you get that? What protecting is more important. Like, what is worth protecting? What you've locked yourself away from, the access to your inner world, to some skills, to creative ideas, to inspiration that cannot come from external, right? Spirit is saying inspiration, not external one. Now, these ones are internal to you. The things that filled you with joy as a child, the dreams you had, your visions, your plans, those things are locked away locked away behind false conditioning, locked away behind negative thoughts, locked away behind negative projections, locked away behind the projections of your siblings, of your family, of your friends that told you like you could only do something in a particular way, right? So those things are locked up, and you've allowed fear to take control. You've allowed their words, their projections, you know, their own emotions, their perspectives, their life experiences. You've allowed it to limit you from accessing this fullness and richness that it's meant for you, that is yours. Do you understand? So this Leo season is going to give you opportunity to really go within, to really do a lot of inner child work. Sitting down with your 5-year-old self, sitting down with your 8-year-old self, sitting down with your 10-year-old self, sitting down with your 12-year-old self, sitting down with your 15-year-old self, sitting down with your 20-year-old self, sitting down with your 3-year-old self and saying, hey baby, I know it's been a long time we had a conversation. What would you like to tell me? How have you been? I'm here. I want to listen. Sit quietly. And then be prepared to get the responses, because as you are living now, you're not living in vacuum. Like, your 3-year-old self is alive, your 5-year-old self, your 70-year-old self, your 50-year-old self, your 100-year-old. It's a continuum. All of life happens at the same time. Past, present, future is happening at the exact same moment. The only thing that determines past, that separates past from the present and the future, is just the effect of the actions. Actions carried out in the present will affect the future. Actions carried out in the past that was the present then is what is affecting this present now, that is going to become the recent past for the future present. I just feel like I did a tongue twister thingy. Oh, I just realized I didn't put on any of the lights. I hope you can see me. Can you see me? Okay. Okay, baby. So, your season for you is all about the light. I love the lights in yeah, baby. That's a song. Spirit is playing for me. Extra bright, I want you all to see this. Turn up the lights in yeah, baby. You know what I need? I want you to see everything. Want you to see all of the light. Okay, I can't remember who sang that song, but they just dropped that in my head for you. So go look for that song. Play it out. It almost feels like you've held a part of yourself captive. You've like blocked off a part of yourself that you now need to shine the light on, because that part of yourself that you blocked off, behind it are all these skills, the ideas, the gifts, the talents, the connection, the self-awareness, the self-confidence, the self-trust. Everything you need for the next stage can be found hiding behind this fear you need to face. Do you understand? So Spirit is not playing with you, baby. Spirit says, I want you to shine your light, but you're not even, you know, before I even pulled your card, you know, I was saying something about Leo and Scorpio, like Leo shines brightly outward, and you're more comfortable shining your light inward. Now Spirit is saying, I want you to shine the light inside of you. Is your 3-year-old self going to be proud of the decisions you've made this year, for example? Is your 5-year-old self proud of the choices you've made in your relationship, in your work? Is your 7-year-old self proud of what you do in your day-to-day life, how you use your life, how you use like your life's essence? If your 3-year-old self could see you now, would they be proud of you? Is there still any relationship between your 3-year-old self and your 20-year-old self? Because let me tell you the truth, your 3-year-old self is the OG version of you. Your 3-year-old self is the real person. Your 20-year-old, your 30-year-old, your 35-year-old, your 40-year-old self, that's you plus every other person's projections, societal conditioning, educational expectations, cultural conditioning. That's what makes up all those extra layers and extra ages. The real person is your 3-year-old self, your 4-year-old self, who you were before the world told you who you could become. Who you were before the world presented you with choices and said these were your only choices. that child is there any authentic linkage between that child and who you are now? Can you say it? Okay, so those are the questions that are coming up for you, because Spirit really wants you to work on your inner child, do this inner child healing, so you can show up for yourself as an adult that can take care of yourself as a child. So while you were a child, you were powerless, you couldn't protect yourself. So perhaps that made you like change your ways, take the wrong decisions, take the wrong actions, back away from what you know your truth was, back away from what you know was you found truly fulfilling, truly like delightful, what made you feel truly creative, because we are all created to create. Each one of us is a creative. Creation is in our DNA. Creation is our life essence. Like the only reason why we are alive is for us to be able to create. And your creation can be different. Everyone's creation is different. But what happens is there's a similar thought at the same time. Consciousness flows because we are just one. It's still just one. So the same thought flows through, and whoever picks up the action starts working on it. But because they are all different people, so that's the beauty of individualistic experiences. My experience will make me see this. Because of my experience, I'm going to see this straw as something else. Your experience, your perspective is going to paint a different picture. And that's the beauty about life. So there's no scarcity. Oh, my children are out from summer school. Okay, so I'm not sure if their voices are coming through. They're in the playground. Okay, so anyways, so let's focus. Shall we? Okay, so the focus is this Leo season. They're just drawing me to the light. What the source and your spirit guides want you to work on your fears. What's keeping you down? What's locking you up? What's limiting you? What have you believed so much that you've limited yourself to the idea that you cannot be more than this, or you cannot do more than this, or you cannot find alternatives, or like what you are doing is the only thing you can do. And then the other part is you're also going to be spending a lot of time at home with your loved ones. Some of you are going back to your family homes, your ancestral homes. Some of you are spending more time with your family, maybe going to visit your family members, spending time with your siblings, spending time with your parents, your aunts, your grands, your cousins. You're just spending, but it's not just about spending time with family, because it could be family by name, you could be related by blood, but are you related by love? Because what Spirit is saying is that surround yourself with love. So for you to surround yourself with love, that's why the first step for you is, do you love yourself enough to even show up for yourself as you truly are? Like, you don't care what anybody says, you are just yourself 100%. And when you do that, then you get clear, like, okay, does this person truly love me based on what they're telling me? Is this really love? And the moment you can be true with yourself, you then surrender. Because it's almost like you have to, this Leo season is it's emotionally intense for you, right? But the love from family, the love from friends, and there are some friends that are like family, the love from the people that truly love you is going to be the support you need. It's going to be the support you need to be able to go through this journey. Do you understand? This inner child healing, you have to do it by yourself. Nobody can do it for you. But the people around you, they can encourage you, they can motivate you, they can inspire you, they can support you with words of love, words of encouragement, letting you know that they trust you, they believe in your ability to do this, that they've got you and you have nothing to worry about. So that support I see is what is going to bolster your confidence and your courage to really, really confront like your past fears and limitations. Okay. So let's see, how can you, what support do you need to know? Already gotten this support. What do you need for yourself that can help you like move? Okay. You know, sometimes when I don't even know the questions, so just deliver like, okay. So what I'm saying is also like some of this is around like some of the inner child work is also around like your skills, like how you use your skills in terms of maybe you've been conditioned to think you can only use your skills because you're very good with, Scorpio, you're very good with investigation, with research, in finding hidden things, in analysis work, in, you know, creating things that were not there, in connecting the dots, in doing the detective work. You're very good in solving mysteries, in solving problem solving. You're a very, very great problem solver. So for example, so you might have been told that you could only use your skills in a particular industry, but unfortunately that industry is not yielding the right results for you, because the other card out of the deck to explain what's happening is showing me that you have like you've been doing a lot, but you're not like, your reward is not tantamount or is not proportional or is not related to the effort you put in. So you are working a lot, but you're getting little results. And then don't forget, because of Venus retrograde that is also ongoing in you, this is helping us to reset, review, and readjust our boundaries. Reset, review, readjust our boundaries with people that we love, the people we work with, the people that support our goals, people that support our creativity, either through client engagement, like one-on-one client engagement, or maybe you work for, maybe you're employed and you have to collect a salary. Salary is just like, it's a remuneration for your skills and time invested in the company, right? So for some of you, you're saying like your skills far outweigh the remuneration you are receiving. You're saying like your skills far outweigh how you're being appreciated. You're saying that what you bring to the table, what you bring to the relationship, what you bring to the company, what you bring to the group, what you bring to the team, far outweighs how you're being, the reciprocity, far outweighs like what is being given to you. Do you understand? Far outweighs the value being conferred on you in terms of your worth. So you're really, really seeing like all these things you've been working on, they are not really seeds that are going to bloom, because you've been planting your seeds. Like, you are not planting the seeds that can bloom into fruitful fruits for you. It almost feels like you've been working for other people, or you've been following other people's advice and, you know, whatnot, and it feels like you've been building for other people, not building for yourself. So for you to build for yourself, you need to first of all understand, see, forgive, like accept yourself, and know that you're worthy of being loved, of being built for, of being supported, of being encouraged, of being invested in. You're worthy of becoming a resourceful person in your community. Like, you're worthy of having your investments bloom and like grow into fruitful harvests for you. Do you understand? Okay, so this is showing me like you need to, it's really around your work, like the restrictions and limitations and the fears, they've kind of like, almost feels like they've limited the kind of work you think you can do, or like the kind of value you can get from being, like the kind of reward or value you can get from the work you're doing. Do you understand? Spirit says you understand that I'm the one overflogging the issue. Okay, let's see, what is the guidance? How can you show for yourself with compassion? Because compassion is very key. Inner child healing requires you to be compassionate with yourself. What's the guidance you need to show for yourself with compassion? Okay, so Okay, so this is the temple, right? And in the temple, they are being given as what sign was that? I think maybe that was Libra. I was telling them something about this deck. This Osho deck is more are like stories. Okay, so in this picture, like what I can say is, okay, Spirit says, why am I being literal? Anyways, Spirit is saying, remember what I was saying about your work, like your attitude, your like outlook on life being a reflection of the people around you and things you